Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Roundabout Theatre Company is proud to present the Broadway premiere of Scott McPherson's beloved play Marvin's Room, directed by Anne Kauffman. And we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company, led by Lily Taylor, Celia Weston, and making her Broadway debut, Janeane Garofalo. Enjoy. This is your Roundabout debut, right?
It's my Roundabout debut, I know. And what a place to debut. Such an incredible staff and artistic leadership, and it's been really something, actually, bringing this to life.
This is such a beautiful play. This is a play about so many incredible things. What attracted you to want to direct it?
Gosh, I think one of the major things that it advocates for and is just so not seen in this culture is the idea of taking care of somebody. That there's no shame in that, and there's actually a lot of nobility in it and a lot of joy that's derived from that. And this is a culture that we just don't celebrate, taking care of one another. And it's time to take that seriously.
What have you been enjoying the most about working on the play and doing the play?
Well, that is hard to say because it has been something I'm not used to, as a role. So it has been me hoping I don't let people down. Honestly, I have not yet. From the second we started rehearsing, I have always felt like I don't know if I deserve to be here. I'm just being honest with you. I don't. So to say so far enjoyed would not be accurate. I now feel I will be able to enjoy it.
Tell me what it's been like working with this cast.
Well, Lily, I've always wanted to work with, so that's been a thrill, but I'm terribly intimidated by her. Because she's the real thing. And I love my kids, Jack and Luca, and Celia West is a legend, so that's all an honor. And Nidra and Carmen and Trini, everybody, great. They're all like actors, though. They were never scared. Like, they knew what they were doing from the first. And so I'm very, very pleased that I got to be with such great people, like right off the bat. So that's good.
Well, congratulations. Welcome back to Broadway and in a play. How does it feel?
It's so different, but it's so amazing. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Okay, you went from School of Rock to Marvin's Room, two totally different animals, right?
They're like complete opposites, but yeah. The two shows are so different, but it was really fun to just go away from like all the singing and the dancing and the craziness of a musical and just go to like a straight play. It was really fun.
What's it like playing Janeane's son in this play?
It's so awesome. It's so cool. I never thought in a million years I would ever get this chance. And actually, the first time I was here at the American Airlines Theater, I went to the premiere of Speech and Debate, and she was in Speech and Debate, and I didn't know she was going to play my mom when I went to go see that. So it was crazy that the first time I was in this theater, I got to see her, and then now I'm in the show with her. It's so cool.
What's it like being a part of Marvin's Room?
God, it's a dream. I keep saying that, but it really is. I mean, the script is so well written. It's very real. It's not spoon-fed to the audience. And I have a thing for dark pieces, and this mixes comedy and darkness very well.
What a great company of actors you're working with. You play Janeane Garofalo's son. Yeah. How cool is that?
God, it is literally the best. I mean, me and her get along so well. I mean, she's so funny and great, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to get to work with someone who's so, amazing.
What's been the biggest pinch me moment for you with working on this?
Just finding the character, as it is with a lot of different things. It's those rehearsal processes and getting comfortable in these shoes and working with these amazing people. We got Celia West and Lily Taylor and Janeane Garofalo, so it's just like, hey, do your best.
So you took your bow tonight. Do you remember what you were thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything. I was so spaced out and thankful to be here, and it just kind of hit me with an overwhelming sense of emotions.
What's it been like for you being a part of Marvin's Room?
Well, I love this character of Ruth, and I didn't want her to be written off as a ditz. I really wanted to express that her world is small, but her mind is not. Her disability is something that marginalizes it, but I wanted to make it clear I researched the science of it with my niece, who's a doctor, a friend who's a scientist from Stanford. What comes into play when someone has a surgery, implanting electrodes and wires in their brain to abate debilitating pain. And that's, I tried to make that a part of it, and we make that funny as we can. And, as Ruth sees it too, I mean, she's just, she's a pure heart.
What a beautiful play. It's a play about so much, right?
That's right. I know. It's funny. It's like I've been realizing when people come back to let them just have a minute, because it seems like it's hard to talk immediately about it because it's about a lot of things. Yeah.
Caregiving. Everybody caregives now, but no one talks about it like in plays. Scott was the first.
Right, Scott was the first, and he wasn't even at that point yet, and he sort of knew. Did you hear later that he had said he couldn't believe how right he got it? Yeah.
I just love reading that article where he was like, he would sit in his grandmother's room, who was staying in their house, and she had the TV, but it was just part of everyday life.
Yeah, right.
It's what everybody does in every other country.
Yeah. I know.
And we're just coming around to that here now in America, right?
I know, that's right, yeah.
So it is opening night. How do you feel?
Well, it's a crossing a threshold thing. It's everyone's like, what's the difference between opening night and previews, like non-actors and non-theater people? And I'm like, I don't know exactly. But it's some threshold. I guess the ticket price goes up. You expect more. I guess it's sort of the difference between a draft and publishing it.
Okay.
So tonight we're published.
What are you enjoying the most about being back on Broadway?
The Roundabout is extra friendly and extra warm. The audiences are really warm. Todd Haynes has created such a really welcoming atmosphere. I feel like not cuddled. I feel like carried or taken care of. It's just lovely.
So when you took your bow tonight, back on Broadway, do you remember what you were thinking?
Well, I thought, remember that mezzanine? Let's give it to them, okay? Don't ever forget about them. And so I thought, we did it. We're here.